Chainsaw Man 196 is mind-boggling. So I honestly thought we were done with the whole fake Chainsaw Man thing. I figured Fujimoto had just forgotten about it, but it turns out that's not the case. This brings up a lot of questions, though. What exactly is fake Chainsaw Man? What's the point of introducing it now? Is it going to be important or just something we leave behind like before? With the story heading toward its climax, I imagine more plot points from earlier will resurface, and this could be one of them. I'm not sure how much of an impact fake Chainsaw Man will have, but it's clear that Fujimoto has put some thought into it. The question is, what gets the focus as the story heads toward its big finish? What needs to be at the forefront, and what can hang in the background? Fujimoto's decided fake Chainsaw Man matters, but why? Is it just a fan trying to mimic Chainsaw Man? Or something that mimics? Or maybe some type of Lucifer gimmick? We still don't have all the answers. But the latest chapter gave us more to go on, showing us two different designs of fake Chainsaw Man. One, a humanoid male version, and the other, a hybrid armor-like version similar to Pochita. I wonder if the person behind this could be a school student. They showed up on top of a school building, and when they first appeared, they looked like they were wearing a school uniform, just like some of the students. When fake Chainsaw Man first showed up in Part 2, there were a few characters that could have been it, like the buff guy, but they didn't seem to have much significance. Now, with this new design, it seems like fake Chainsaw Man might actually be more than just a random character. Honestly, I really like this new design. It's way more creative than I expected. At first, I thought it would just be a simple copy of Chainsaw Man, but this one looks like someone is trying to imitate Chainsaw Man from memory, and it's not quite right. It's not perfect. It's more like a mix of different ideas of what Chainsaw Man should look like. The design's not as deliberate or mechanical as Pochita's. It's more like flesh blending with flesh, bone melding with bone. It gives off the feeling of a devil trying to form an idealized version of Chainsaw Man. Maybe this devil has a different original look but is trying to adapt itself into this new form. Another possibility is that this fake Chainsaw Man is just a grotesque hybrid of the real thing, from start to finish. Either way, it's an interesting design and a key moment in the chapter. On to the character of Death. Fujimoto's really good at showing how simple yet meaningful his characters can be. Death definitely has a superiority complex and a savior complex. And just like all the horsemen and how they reflect, they opposite qualities, like control wanting love, war having an identity crisis, famine cherishing what's meaningful, and death valuing life and trying to save people through death. It's not about bringing destruction, but about offering some form of salvation. It's interesting because it mirrors themes we've seen before, like aging, where humans are freed from aging and live eternally as trees. From a certain perspective, it might sound peaceful, but for a human, it's a terrible fate. Death's idea of salvation might be similar, saving people from suffering by taking away their earthly desires. It's a weird take on a savior complex. But here's the thing that's bugging me. Why does it seem like Death is going against the prophecy? We've been told that Death would bring about the age of devils, but if that were true, why is Death trying to save people? It'd make more sense for Death to embrace the coming destruction. This is where things get interesting. Because what if the true threat is war, not death? If Yoru, the devil of war, controls not just war, but also death and extinction, she could control all the primal fears, including death. If that's the case, then the age of devils might have nothing to do with death itself, but with war's rise. So, maybe Death is trying to save people from Yoru's eternal war by offering them some weird form of peace. This could be an exaggerated take on things, but it's fun to think about. If the only way to defeat war is by killing Asa, it could lead to a showdown between Denji and Asa. And as always, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next chapter.